Max, first of all, injury-wise, how you feeling? You back up to full speed yet?
Yeah, feeling good. But I've done a couple running sessions with physios in time off, and yeah, ready to go for the first full field session. Obviously, I haven't done one with boys for a while, so it'll be good to, kind of not have anything to worry about.
Seems a long time ago since that July night in Toulouse when you suffered the injury. How have you managed yourself during that period?
Yeah, fine, to be honest. Obviously, as soon as I'd done it, I kind of knew that week that I was going to be out for the season, and then I didn't have to rush my recovery. Obviously, I could take as much time as I want to get it 100%. So I knew I were aiming to be back for this pre-season, which I have done. So yeah, it's been all right.
Have you been able to focus on things that you might not have had time for if you'd have been involved in academy and first team rugby in that period?
I've been focusing on stuff not necessarily on the pitch, but obviously getting a bit bigger, getting stronger, putting some weight on with S&C coaching and stuff like that. So not so much the skill and obviously contact side of the game, but other parts of it.
And you had a taste of pre-season last year when you first were around the first team squad, but a full pre-season this year, is that something you think you benefit from?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I did most of it. I was off a couple of days a week with college, but nothing else to worry about this time. I think it'll be a fairly long pre-season. Obviously, some younger boys in first, and then we'll be firing for the start of the season.
And having had a taste of first team rugby, you obviously make your debut last year. Has that got a fire in your belly for pre-season when the days inevitably will get tough?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, once you've had a taste, especially at Headingley, that's what you want to be doing, every week. So you got to put your best foot forward in pre-season, and just yeah.
And there's noticeable, obviously, a lot of young lads in these early stages of pre-season. Is that good to get sort of your feet under the table before all the senior boys come in?
Yeah, all young boys, obviously quite a few new signings as well from different places, so get to know them a bit better when there's less people around the place. Obviously everyone's positive, full of energy to start, so yeah.
And you'll be looking to impress Rowan and the coaching staff in the off season and try and get into that squad for the start of the season?
Hopefully, yeah. That's what we're aiming to do, impress when it comes to the friendlies if you get a chance, but obviously you got to do it on the training pitch first.
How tough are the days in pre-season in terms of, obviously only for a couple of days, but in terms of having to recover and go home? Presumably you're absolutely exhausted at the end of a training day.
Yeah, I think the main difference is probably just how long the days are. You've got to cram a lot more stuff in into the day, and then you get home, you're a bit tired, but it all pays off in the end when you're fit for the start of the season.